The Principal Book of Won Buddhism. Practice. Chapter 17, Stages of Dharma Status. According to the level of a practitioner's practice, 6 stages of Dharma status are established: the ordinary grade, and the grade of special faith, and the battle between Dharma and Mara, evil personified, and the ranks of Dharma strong and Mara defeated, beyond the household, and greatly enlightened Tathagata. 1. The ordinary grade is the rank of people who have first taken refuge in the gateway of the Buddha and received the 10 precepts of the ordinary grade, regardless of whether they are learned or ignorant, male or female, old or young, good or bad, or of high or low status. 2. The grade of special faith is the status of people who, having practiced each and every one of the 10 precepts of the ordinary grade and advancing to the preparatory grade of special faith, receive and keep the 10 precepts of the grade of special faith, substantially understand our doctrines and regulations, and none of whose works, thoughts, faith, and dedication are swayed by any other world. 3. The grade of the battle between Dharma and Mara is the status of people who, having practiced each and every one of the 10 precepts of ordinary grade and the 10 precepts of the grade of special faith and advancing to the preparatory grade of the battle between Dharma and Mara, receive and keep the 10 precepts of the grade of the battle between Dharma and Mara, analyze each and every aspect of Dharma and Mara and make no serious mistakes in interpreting our scriptures, delight in eliminating perverse states of mind amid myriad sensory conditions, and do not meddle in things that are not their business, understanding the significance of the battle between Dharma and Mara, engage in that battle, do not commit any major offense against the essential way of human life and the essential way of practice, and for whom, even in minute matters, Dharma wins more than half the time. 4. The status of Dharma strong and Mara defeated is the status of people who, having practiced each and every item for advancement to the grade of the battle between Dharma and Mara and advancing to the preparatory status of Dharma strong and Mara defeated, engage in the battle between Dharma and Mara in every application of their 6 sense organs and win victory for Dharma 100 times in 100 battles, elucidate each and every idea in our scriptures and master completely the principles of great and small, being and non-being, and have gained liberation from birth, old age, sickness, and death. 5. The status of beyond the household is the status of people who, having practiced each and every item for advancement to the status of Dharma strong and Mara defeated and advancing to the preparatory status of beyond the household, establish right and wrong, benefit and harm, in human affairs, according to the principles of great and small, being and non-being, are intimately conversant with the principles of all contemporary religions, and, going beyond the limits of remoteness and closeness, intimacy and distance, self and others, have no regrets even in undergoing 1,000 hardships and a myriad sufferings or facing death on behalf of all living creatures. 6. The status of the greatly enlightened Tathagata is the status of people who, having practiced each and every item for advancement to the status of beyond the household and advancing to the preparatory status of the greatly enlightened Tathagata, embody myriad of abilities in delivering all living creatures with great loving kindness and great compassion, edify by flexibly responding with myriad expedients, but without ever straying from the main principle and without revealing those expedients to the people who are being edified, and are free of attachment to discrimination even when active, and for whom discrimination is properly regulated even at rest.